Oh my goodness, look at this donkey boy over here. He's only got one eye. What were you doing? Were you running in a battle or something? Eyes wide open? You gotta be more careful, but you are, in fact, the best around. Good morning, everybody. We are here at the National Museum of the United States Army here in Virginia, just a little bit south of Washington, D.C. We woke up at about 5 a.m. to be here this morning because we're going down for another reason in the lower part of Virginia. And this has been on my bucket list for a while because not only is it a free museum, but it's the National U.S. Army Museum. So I'm really excited to see some of the exhibits that they have in there. It's going to be beautiful and done well. And I think the reason that it is free is that it is government funded and taxpayer built. They have a giant parking lot here, which I always enjoy, and some statues over here I wanted to check out before we went in. The building is very, very interesting. I don't know, it sort of looks a little bit factory on the outside, but it's very, very glossy, which I enjoy. The sun is very bright. We have a beautiful day today. Really excited. I hate driving in the rain, but I think this museum is going to be wonderful. Wow, that's cool. This will defend. Oh, they've got an area with music playing over here. This is the Warriors Plaza. Oh, wow. It shows all the different regiments and airborne divisions. Oh, this is really, really cool. Chester, PA. Wow. There's so many emblems here. And I like that music playing. And there's actually a good amount of walking space around here if you just wanted to even come here just to walk if you're close by. Wow, really incredible. All the memorial trees. Oh, I almost missed something over here. Huh, I wonder what this is. Oh, no way. It's a piece of the Pentagon. Oh my gosh, this is from 9/11. That's crazy. I thought it looked interesting. Wow. So this is technically like a little memorial right here for 9/11. I didn't even know we were going to be talking about 9/11 today. So they have the Warriors Field over there, and then you come right back here, and we're at the emblems again. Really just interesting. These are the unit tributes. That's the word I was thinking of. Wow. I mean, this is a lot of work that was done. It's a little weird that nobody's here. I know they opened at 9 a.m., but I thought we'd, see somebody else going in. Interesting. Another thing to note is that all the benches that you see here are memorial benches. They're dedicated to someone. And there's a whole bunch of benches here, so much seating. But when you're sitting there, think about who that's dedicated to, because they probably gave their lives for it. Oh, and right over here by the drop-off area, they have a nice little map. Wow, look how big the facility is. Okay, so we are right here by the drop-off area, and there's the flag. 21, that's where we were just at, I believe. Yeah, because 21's the Warriors Field Plaza that had all the unit memorials, and here's Warrior Field. Oh, they have a whole Army trail up here as well. That's pretty cool. It says there's supposed to be a memorial garden here. I think they're still building that. But this facility is massive. Man, even all these trees are dedicated to somebody. Jeez, look how big this place is. I take back what I say. I really like the outside of it. It's all shiny. Oh. And right out front, they have some notable people from different wars. Revolutionary War, Civil War, World War I and II. Just some memorable people throughout the decades and all the conflicts that we've been in. From the Army, of course. Jeez, look how big this place is. Here you have some major contributors to the U.S. Army. Boeing, of course, is right over there. Ooh, Lockheed Martin. Whew. A lot of names. Whew. Look at that. Oh, and this is interesting. It shows everywhere that we have been that the U.S. Army has been in a conflict, starting all the way with the Revolutionary War and Lexington, all the way down to the war on terrorism, abeyance, and intensification. I'm guessing those are not places. Man, look at all these plates and faces. I really like the artwork that they do. It's almost like it was sketched. Oh, Indian Wars, wow. For some of these are the only pictures they have, I would imagine. This is awesome. And they have a short video at 9:45, which is in like 10 minutes, that we're going to check out. But, whew. Wow, look at this. Oh, I love how the light's hitting that. Oh, wow, look at that. Wraparound screen. Now, I'm obviously not going to be able to film any of this, but I'm sure it's just going to be an overview of the conflicts that the U.S. Army have gone through, and our victories, and possibly some of our losses. You know, I'm sorry, it's not all win, but this is going to get me pumped up, and I'm sure it'll get you pumped up too. Oh, and I didn't notice this before. This is all their ribbons and awards up top that you would normally see on their uniform. That's actually really cool. It's a nice little detail. Ooh, Medals of Honor located on the 2nd floor. After we see our movie, I think we're going to go check that out. There's a lot of stuff everywhere, so I'm just trying to figure out the best attack plan. We will see all of it, though. Look how red I am. I got my seat right in the middle, and these chairs actually turn a little bit, so you can see around. That theater experience was so cool. The floor shook intentionally, and just the almost 360 was incredible. It was as close to like 40 as you can get. When the helicopters went by, the wind would blow on you. It was awesome. Definitely check that out. Oh, here's the logo of the United States Army. Wow, this is so cool. So obviously there's a lot to see. We were just here and we're here right now. So we're going to go over into this section and then go from left to right, and then we'll go upstairs. Look who we got here. Who is this? The Army Mule. Oh, he was used in a lot of different ways. Look at that. It's so cool. This hallway is so long too. So this is called Army and Society. Wow. This whole place is so huge. M1 steel helmet. Oh my gosh, look at the bullet holes in it. Wow. Spearhead. Major General Maurice Rose. Highest ranking German army officer killed in action. Wow. Personal courage. Wow. So there's a lot of info here. I'm not going to be able to read all of it, but I will read as much as I can. So these are some medals that were given out. Indian Scout Troop, Colored Troops Medal. Wow. These are really, really awesome. Oh, a uniform and a drum. Wow. This is for the 48th Regiment of the United States Infantry. Let's see, African American Regiment. Wow. Look at that knife. And so many faces everywhere you look. And over here there's some more. There's a Medal of Honor and a Purple Heart. Distinguished Service Cross. Wow. Holy crow. This just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Oh, and they have daily news at the top. I think this is news through the years. 1937 invasion. General Eisenhower announces Allies land on French coast. Oh, I really like these seats and how they're lit up underneath. That's pretty cool, actually. Here's reactions to war. Not always positive or helpful, but there are reactions. There's There's a lot of propaganda here. Ooh, are these draft cards? Army Dependent Identification Card. So this shows the entire Army family support, on-post support, and unit support. And above, all the way across, we have these amazing advertisements trying to get people to sign up, enlist. Oh my goodness, she looks real. There were a lot of ways to help out the war effort, of course. It wasn't just going over and fighting. Especially for women, they had to, not only take over the jobs, but they had to help advertise, help get support financially. Oh, look at that outfit. What's this say? $50. Oh, each grenade would cost... Oh, $50 in Liberty loans would be 23 hand grenades. Oh, this shows the price of everything. Oh, the USO. Schuylkill Arsenal. 12,000 Army boots a month. 297,199 aircraft manufactured in World War II. Wow. General Electric Company, 5,000 bazooka anti-tank weapons. I didn't know GE made those. And here's a bunch of plates for eating. Oh, boots. This is crazy. Here's an M1 carbine, and on the right side, some records made by the same company. That's crazy. And here's another one, Remington, very popular gun and ammo manufacturer. They originally made typewriters, and then they had to switch to making pistols for the war. And you could argue that that really jump-started their entire business. Now that's pretty much all they make. Oh, wow, look at this. Loading the trucks. Wow. That's so realistic, too. They look so realistic, it's scary. I don't know if it's showing up properly how huge this room alone is, but it's massive. You can easily spend 2 hours here. And over here you have a smaller version of the Washington Monument that had to stop construction. You can see right there for a bunch of different reasons. They ran out of money, but also the Civil War started. And that's why on the normal one, you can see the difference in color. And then the Army Corps of Engineers were the ones that actually ended up finishing it, and it was completed in 1884. So without the Army Corps of Engineers, you wouldn't have had this or any of these. Library of Congress, the U.S. Capitol Building, and the Pentagon. Wow. Look at that. Radar detector. All the different helmets. Oh, and I think that would catch sonar too. Look at all these sandbags. So we have a large exhibit right here, and this is cool. This is the first one we've actually seen where this will work. But you move this, and it'll tell you exactly what you're looking at. Let's see, an 1842 U.S. musket. So you bring it right here. What's it going to say? Got to go a little farther. There we go. Oh. Wow. And this one's all about transportation. This is a Jeep transfer case right there. Some of the buddies that I work with would be really interested in that. Wow, look at this. Kennedy. So this is one of the first productions of the helicopter that the Army built. Wow. It's pretty crazy. And the Panama Canal, you can't forget that. This is a nice little mock-up of it. I'd like to go through the Panama Canal at one point. I know it's not the safest place to be, but this is all about their disaster assistance. Firefighters' work gloves and safety helmets. These were help for Hurricane Janet, and then the Berlin Airlift Humanitarian Service. And here, of course, is the U.S. Army at the Pentagon and at the World Trade Center. Just shows all the things that we are willing to do to help those in need. Sort of got distracted, but here's communications. Oh, aircraft radio receiver, Fleming vacuum tube, radio amplifier, portable computer, just a whole bunch of cool stuff here. And here's some food. There's a lot of MREs in there. Oh, this is really, really cool. This is called a litter pod, and you would, you know, put this over a litter so that you could evacuate them. It would carry 2 stretchers. Jeez. Oh, look at this ship. Nuclear power. Oh, so it shows the containment vessel. Wow. Diesel gen. Oh, lighthouses as well. Designed the lighthouse on Minot's Ledge in Massachusetts to replace an earlier one destroyed by an 1851 storm. Wow. Oh, and here's also a bridge. Whew. The Army Corps of Engineers did a whole bunch of stuff just to keep things afloat. You've got some binoculars over here. And then over here, I saw a Saturn V rocket. Oh, so cool. So this is all about space and their goal. Solar cell. Let's see what else. Monkey Abel's flight suit. What? This is the monkey's flight suit. Oh, poor monkey. Look at him. He would be like locked down in place. And of course, the Saturn V rocket. Gorgeous. What is this thing? I didn't really understand what it was. Explorer satellite model. Oh, this is the Explorer satellite. Okay. Wow. Huge. So over here is a typhus commission medal, then an aerosol spray can for insecticide, and the Congressional Gold Medal. And here's a model of the Wright Flyer. Oh, look at that. That's incredible. There's the Wright brothers. Wow. Look at that. That's massive. Wow. And before we head out of this room, this is the Newburgh Address manuscript. Wow. It's from 1783. That's incredible. And a little place that you can fill out cards and tell what the Army means to you. And then we're going to go to the left over here into Founding the Nation. This is where we begin. Wow. Look at all those muskets. This is crazy. Congressional Gold Medal. Another one. Wow. That's awesome. Here's a private's uniform from the 1st Maryland Regiment. And then there's some more muskets and hats. Colonial Militia. Ooh, an American long rifle. Look at that. Man, and all these paintings are fantastic. Oh, we've got a horseman's saber and halberd. Look at those. Those still look sharp enough to kill. Jeez, so many muskets. Ooh, a wooden canteen. That's pretty cool. Oh, mess plate and a horn spoon. Wow, they carved that out of a horn. Oh, look at this. That's really, really cool. Look at these. This shows how they moved some of the artillery. They're moving these on horse. Oh, this is cool. All these parts make up the Army. Man, look at that old compass. This is a Lieutenant, Legion of the United States. Wow, look at that uniform. There's some more cool art. Ooh, look at these sabers. Whew. Those are for your shoulders. What are they called? Epaulets. Interesting. Ooh, look at those socks. I guess those are wool hose. Okay, it says or socks, so I got it right. And this is an old music book from 1803 and a fife and carrying case, as well as some drumsticks. Wow, those don't look like they're gonna break. Next, we're headed into Preserving the Nation. Oh, wow. I think this is gonna be Civil War. Wow.
Northerners objected to the slow pace of the plan. In July,
That's incredible.
marched into Virginia.
Man, look at that revolver.
There were the three fields of the Civil War: east, west of the Mississippi River.
This shows two different barrel styles. You have the soft bore right here, and then the rifled right here, and they would give different levels of stability for firing, and that would affect the accuracy as well. I just can't get over how real these guys look. And here's a Confederate flag and a Confederate sword, and I believe those are Confederate gloves. Yeah? Wow. Wow, look at all these. These are artillery rounds. That's pretty crazy. I couldn't imagine one of these coming through the wall. I believe this one would shoot all of those in different directions. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but that would be crazy. Look at this, it's a wooden crutch. Oh, this is actually a surgeon's kit. They actually use this saw to cut the bone for amputations. Wow, that's crazy. Didn't know I was looking at that. Oh, look at this. It's a signal rocket, which eventually would become a firework. It says white and red. Wow. This infantry snare drum is so cool. We actually had to drive past Gettysburg on the way here, and they have a lot of museums with a lot of stuff around that area. So if you ever want to check out more Civil War stuff, that is definitely the place to go. This is a wood fragment with mini ball. Oh yeah, you can see it in there. Wow. This is an officer's hat. I think that's an officer's uniform too. That's crazy. Man, look how old this flag is. 1863.
In March of 1864, Grant became the second lieutenant general in American history. By mid-April,
Wow.
Grant had his plan. He saw that the Confederacy had
New Jersey Infantry.
His army of Northern
And this is cool. It's like a little house, and it gives an overview of the Civil War. Just look how big this place is. No way, this is Grant's hat. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Whoa. There's just so much to see. Everywhere I look, there's something new. Oh, is this an actual bone? No way. It's a proximal tibia with a lodged mini bullet in it. Well, that's all on the Civil War. Oh, we've got so many more eras to see. We're back out here with our donkey homie. Next up, we have Nation Overseas. I believe this is going to be all World War I. Wow, look at this machine gun. Oh, wow. Look at all this. This is crazy. Every single one is set up differently. Wow, look at this. This is menacing. Barbed wire. Oh my gosh. Look at all those grenades. And knives. What is that? I think that's a telescope or a periscope, perhaps. German grenades. Barbed wire. Oh my gosh. Wow. This is crazy. I've never seen a lot of World War I stuff, so this is really, really cool to see. Oh my gosh, it just keeps going. Oh, here's the periscope. Ah, look at that. For the trenches. And here's an improvised Army field hospital. Look at all they carried. This is World War I. Oh, this is interesting. This is a gas alarm. I guess you would just turn it and it would make a clicking noise to warn people about poisonous gas. All the gas masks. Oof. Mustard gas. These guns look incredible. And here's one of them loading it. Wow. Whoa. This is crazy. Look, it's a glass floor too. Wow. Look at that, out on the trenches. Look at this tank. Oh, even mortars. Wow. That's That's incredible.
I was spellbound by the
Wow.
fact that here I was, actually going to war. What was performing now?
This really does feel weird being on a glass floor, because you look down and it's just sand there. But it feels very, very sturdy. Wow. Incredible. Oh, we're in the trenches. This is so cool. Look how realistic that looks. Oh. Wow. Here's a carrier pigeon. That was one of their main ways of communication. Oh my gosh. Radios, telegrams. Wow. These buildings are really a nice touch. This is a horse? The front of a horse? Oh. Oh, its own little mustard gas thing, I think. Wow, that's cool. Man, so many photos. And what's interesting is you can actually flip some of these and they'll give you like a detailed description of where it is, who it's from. This is about the tomb of the unknown soldier in 1921. Army Sergeant Edward Younger, a wounded combat veteran and recipient of the Distinguished Service Cross, selected the unknown soldier by placing a spray of white roses on one of 4 identical caskets containing the remains of unidentified American soldiers. The unknown soldier was returned to the United States, where he lay in state in the Capitol Rotunda until November 1921, before being interred at Arlington National Cemetery. And right here is the rose. Wow. Look at all these old medical supplies and even a gurney. Oh, I just can't get over these buildings. They're so cool. And these right here are mortar rounds. I believe we're going to be heading into World War II next, so things are going to be speeding up fairly quickly. Oh, and we have 4.2-inch mortar rounds right here. Those are even bigger. We have 40mm rounds. Jeez. And then finally we have 75mm rounds. Oh my gosh. Up next is Global War, World War II. Oh my gosh, it's a Sherman tank. I don't know if I've ever seen one of these in public. Wow, look at this. And what's really cool is as you walk in, there are planes flying overhead to symbolize dropping the paratroopers. Oh my gosh, there's so much to see. Okay, we're gonna go to the left and then stay to the left. Here's the uniform of a lieutenant in the 82nd Airborne. So this is really cool. It's an interactive globe that shows you sort of the territories and the pushes and the battles. Belgium in the Battle of the Bulge, and it's just so cool. German helmet, swastika. Wow. Oh, look at that sword too. Rising sun. Oh, there's that building again. Oh, it still looks good. Wow, just a whole bunch of stuff to look at. Some canteens, this old patch, German Africa Corps cuff title. Look at that. And then the hat that they would use. Oh, this was actually a mine that they would put in there. Let's see. They called it a shoe mine. And this would go into the ground, and if you stepped on it, these little things would detonate what was inside of it. It would shoot up into the air and explode. Man, look at all these weapons. Oh my goodness, they have a landing craft here, and this was present on D-Day. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. Look how realistic it looks. Well, I mean, it is real. But just, you never think you're going to ever see one, and this is one of them. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. This is worth every second that you have to drive to come see it. Oh my goodness. And then what's cool is you could probably see right into this hole. Wow, look at that. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. And this Sherman tank was present in World War II. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so cool. Man, even the guys on this gun are cool. Look how long that is. All the shells around too. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I think this is one of the real ones from Normandy Beach. This is insane. Oh, look at all the helmets too. Wow. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. All the guns they have up there. Oh, this shows the loss of life. Wow. I mean, if I go in closer, you'll see each one of these is a soldier. And then, you know, you go back and it really just puts it into perspective. Wow. And right here you have one of the authentic tetrahedron obstacles. Oh my gosh. I mean, the thing is, you have to understand, you would normally only be able to see these across the sea in France, in Normandy, where they have, you know, a national museum there, worldwide museum there. You would never be able to see any of this stuff, so this is so, so cool. Wow. Oh, this shows the entire map with the Pacific. It all leads you back here. This flag fragment was in the Philippines, and this is all that was left of it. Oh, it's an M2 flamethrower. A bazooka. Oh my gosh. This is incredible. How often do you get to see the back of a Sherman tank? And those planes deserve another look. Oh my gosh. Next up is the Cold War. Oh wow. Each of these rooms is done so well, it feels like you're really in that conflict. It feels like we're in a submarine right now. Oh my gosh. Ooh, look, the red phone. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Wow, look at this Jeep. Wow. Oh, look at this. Man, look at this. A Quad 50. Wow. This shows the entire Vietnam timeline. And then up here, oh, look at that. That's gorgeous. This section is actually more full than any of the other ones, and there's a lot of veterans here today. Wow, look at all the medals. Wow. Wow. Whoa, look at all these ammo containers. He looks real. I will say, even though this is one of the busiest areas, this is actually one of the smallest areas compared to all the other rooms we've been in. And I'm not really sure why. There's plenty going on in the Vietnam and Cold War. And finally, we've got Changing World, which is 1990 to present. Oh, wow, it's part of the Berlin Wall. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's so cool. Wow. Wow, look at this. Oh my gosh, I have never seen a tank that is this new. Look at it. That's huge. Oh my gosh. Wow, look at this. Man, whoever does their mannequins is doing a fantastic job. Oh, this is an Apache gun. Oh my gosh. Whew. Wow, look at that. This shows the makeshift houses that they made. Sort of see down into there. Ooh, this helmet was in an IED blast. Ooh, hands-on experience. That's cool. Oh, I've never touched a helmet before. Wow. And you can touch these canteens as well. Just feels like a hard plastic. I thought they'd be metal or something. Here's a Dragunov. Look at this door. Oh, wow. Hillbilly armored door. Yeah, look at that. It's hard to see, sorry, but it's like all different pieces of metal put together. And here's actual footage from an IED blast. Oh, you can actually see inside a little bit. Let me see. Not much, but wow. Oh my gosh.
Densely populated cities. Combat in Iraq's crowded urban areas proved to be just as dangerous as taking.
This is crazy.
Lethal improvised explosive devices varied.
This is when Predator drones started. Here's another hands-on experience. These are some combat boots. Wow. They feel pretty tough and steel-toed. Oh, here's some dog equipment for the dogs. Jeez, look at all this.
Something else just hit. A very large plane just flew directly over my building, and there's been another collision.
Oh, there it goes, there it goes, there it goes, there it goes.
4 blocks north of the World Trade Center, the second building that was hit by the plane has just completely collapsed.
The working theory here is that this is the work of terrorists.
So I actually walked right over these. These are IEDs, different kinds of IEDs down here. Wow. A wooden pressure plate. Cooking oil container. Oh, here's some of the shipping containers that they used to live in. That's pretty cool to see them up close, how big they are. Wow. Look at all the stuff inside. So these are all things that were in the World Trade Center. It's crazy to see all of this. And especially some of it like melted together like those coins. Just the immense heat. Wow, there was actually a paratrooper on Flight 93, and this angel was left at Shanksville as a tribute. This is a landing gear from one of the planes that hit the World Trade Center. This is an engine to a Black Hawk helicopter that was shot down in 1993. These two were posthumously given the Medal of Honor. Up there you have two different types of drones. One's a Predator drone. That's pretty cool to see. You don't get to see those very often. Over here they have a virtual reality and a motion theater museum experience, which is pretty much just a simulator. U.S. Army Soldier of the Future. Man, look at this Humvee. Oh. Wow. Well, that's the end of the first floor, and we still have another floor to go to. Let's head there right now. I need to get a drink of water, though. Oh, and they have a really nice cafe here with seating outdoors. Wow, look how high up we are. These are all paintings from D-Day, and they're very, very well done. Look at that. Wow. This one's probably my favorite. And here are some medals of honor. Look at that. And in honor of the 80th anniversary, they have this special exhibition, Freedom from Above. So this is cool. They give you a tablet, and you will scan it on something like this, and then it will react and give you a story of this gentleman right here. Look how realistic this is. Wow, that's so cool. Oh, look at that. We're in the briefing room. Wow. Oh, we're jumping. Oh my gosh, we're parachuting. This is so cool. Wow. Oh, this is the guy that got stuck. They redo this every single year. They'll put a dummy up there. This area is so cool. And they have so many different interactive things that you can look at. Oh, this one's going to be cool. Let's check this out. Wow, look at that. The same bridge. That's so cool. Oh, these are really cool too. That was actually really cool. Try and get out to see that. I think it ends in November. Oh, that was really cool. It was like a whole AR experience. And now we are on the 3rd floor. The Medal of Honor experience is to the left, and then NICE Soldier Experience and the Medal of Honor Garden is to the right. So we're gonna go to the left first, check out that Medal of Honor experience. Wow, this is cool. Oh, here's the garden right out here, so we have to go through the other side for that. But this shows the recommendation process and how they decide all that. Wow. First living recipient. Oh, yeah, Damon Doss. Awesome guy. And this is all about how you can get the Congressional Medal of Honor, just in case you're interested. Wow. And this one, I'm sorry it's doing that weird thing. It's the fabric behind it, but it's actually on loan from the Smithsonian. Wow. And here are all the men and women that were given the Medal of Honor. Ooh, out into the sun. I can feel me burning already. It's beautiful out here. It's a beautiful day. Wow, look at this. Gorgeous. There needs to be more people here, honestly. It is a Friday morning, though, so I get it. There is a walking trail out there, I believe, into the woods. That looks pretty cool, so if you ever get a chance, definitely check that out as well. I won't be able to do that today. Maybe if I come back, I would love to come back. I'm sure they're going to have a new exhibit soon. This museum was incredible, though. But before our review, we got to go to the gift shop. I wonder what we're going to find in here. Well, I could have figured that. Jeez, take a look at this magnet. $12, but it's like real metal. Ooh, MREs. Not exactly sure where this falls in, but alright. Oh, this stuff is cool. These mugs are actually really, really cool. They're grenades. And they've got canvas bags over there and a whole bunch of books. Oh, look, teddy bears. Ooh, and army men. Oh, this is actually like that moon sand. So it's like easy cleanup, but they can play with the army men. Man, even army helmets. Oh look, fake Lego. they're calling these assault weapons. All right, look at all these patches. And they've got pins, too. I think just this for me, though. Oh, look at that. One last thank you. Well, we were in there for about 2.5 hours, which is what I call a good museum. So I think the fact that it's a Friday is why it's so empty. I can only imagine that this is very busy on the weekends. I would hope so. They have such a large property here. And it's such a nice way of saying thank you to all the service members and to tell their story. I just think that's awesome. You know, this one specifically toned to the U.S. Army, but there's just so many stories out there, and I thought it was cool to sort of interact with all those. I kept seeing pictures of this, especially when it was brand new and opened. I was like, I need to get down there, so I'm happy that I finally did. But this is absolutely come check this out. It's a wonderful museum. I honestly can't think of anything I didn't like. I think you should definitely come out here and check out this museum. It is free. It was only 3 hours of a drive for me, which isn't too bad, you know, when you consider free museum and just such a great story that they're telling and just such an empowered feeling that you leave with, that this is our military, good or bad. We have done some amazing things, and people have laid down their lives for our freedom. That's what we need to remember. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I guess we'll have to see where we're at next time. Bye.